What's up everyone, John from Beyond ARTV. It's time for another reaction video, another list reaction. You guys really seem to enjoy the Rolling Stone Top 100 Songs of the Century so far reaction I did a few weeks ago. So today, a viewer actually sent this to me and I decided, you know what, even though it's late, it's okay. I'm gonna do this anyways. Today I'm going to be reacting to and giving my thoughts on how Billboard, their editors, and the people that were involved in the making of this list actually ended up ranking the top 50 best songs of 2018 so far. Now, what am I personally expecting? Probably a lot of bullshit, probably a few indie picks in there as well, but probably a lot of bullshit, probably a lot of very mainstream songs, probably a lot of rap. I feel like that's going to be the dominating genre overall because it's dominating the charts right now, and Billboard obviously likes to favor those who are actually on the charts. So we shall see if my predictions are correct. I'll do a screen recording like I did last time, throw myself into the corner because you guys don't want to see my full face anyways. Nobody needs a full screen of that. You get enough of that in the other videos. So drop a like on the video. We're going to get right into it. I'll give you my thoughts on most of these. I might skip over some of them due to time. At least I might edit it out. So I will put the full list in the description. Okay, so they're talking about how Billboard 2018 so far has been dominated by Drake. He's had 17 out of 24 editions of the Hot 100. This was up through like early June. And like I said, I know I'm a little late on this, but yes, Drake definitely took over the charts. So, alright, let's get down to it. Their first pick right here at number 50 is Justin Timberlake featuring Chris Stapleton, Say Something. You know what? I actually don't mind this pick being here at all. That's a pretty good song. I like how it kind of fused Chris Stapleton's smooth country register with the definite smoothness of JT. I think that they're a nice pairing, and this track should have had more longevity to it. Wow, I did not see this next one coming. I was a huge advocate for Snail Mail, and her track Pristine landed at number 47. That is super rad. I love that. I think that she is incredibly talented. That is Lindsay Jordan. That's her project, Snail Mail. I guess it's a full band now, but it's mainly just Lindsay Jordan. And I do hope that I get to see them live this year. If you haven't checked out Snail Mail already, please do. They are kind of like the indie critic darlings, I feel like at this point, that not a ton of people in the mainstream know about, but you should. And if you didn't see my review of the album, what was the name of the album? I don't know. Oh, Lush, of course. If you didn't see my review of Lush, go check that out right now. Let's see what we've got at 46. Black Boy JB featuring Drake, Look Alive. I don't mind that pick whatsoever. In fact, I play that song often. It's a great summary track, great vibes from Drake. It should be Drake featuring Black Boy JB though, considering Drake pretty much dominates at least probably 2/3 of the song, but I love the production. It just reminds me a little bit more of old school rap with a little bit of trap flair. It's just very beat heavy and it's not trying to do too much. It's just a fun song. Scrolling on to 45, we have country artist Jordan Davis with Singles You Up. That's very interesting that that's on here. I've heard the song, and oddly only because this girl that I used to date a very long time ago, like I'm talking like elementary school, her now husband is in the backing band, I think on either guitar or drums. I hope she never sees this video because that's really weird, and I am just somebody who looks through Facebook sometimes. I happen to see it pop up in my news feed, and I know that he played on like Good Morning America or something like that. So yeah, I've heard the song and I'm indifferent on it, and I'm sorry for that weird bit of information. Down at number 43, they actually have an Arctic Monkeys song, 4 out of 5. That's a great track from their newest album, what is it? Tranquility Base, Hotel and Casino. That can be a mouthful if you haven't said the title out loud in a while, but I'm glad that they've got that on the list. 43, a little lower down than maybe I would have put it if we're just talking singles. Of course, my own personal list will come out later in the year, at the very end of the year in December, so we'll just have to see if this song ends up making the cut. But so far, I'm not disagreeing with Billboard on some of these picks, like Pristine and 4 out of 5 for sure. A sultry track that's very different for the Monkees, but still very good. Moving right along, we have Call Out My Name by The Weeknd, which is definitely predictable. He's had his share of chart success, so it makes sense that they would go ahead and include him here. And right after that, we got something that I will rave about. That is at number 41, ASAP Rocky featuring Moby, ASAP Forever. It's amazing. I really just dropped my jaw the first time that I heard this because the pairing and the sample and the fact that Moby actually came back and worked on this track. I do not want the remix, sorry. No thank you, I want the original, and I'm glad that that's what they've got at 41. Khalid clocks in at number 40 on a track that I actually haven't heard, Love Lies. I think that he's had a little bit too much exposure as of late. He's been appearing on a ton of songs. He's like the go-to feature now. And I think the track that I've liked most is Lovely with Billie Eilish, and I do hope that that cracks the list, but we'll see. Let's keep going. At number 39, Leon Bridges' Bad Bad News. Now, this is actually the only song that I have heard from the new Leon Bridges album. If I should change that, then let me know. But this one, I don't know, maybe it's just not totally my cup of tea. I thought that it was good, I thought that it was fine, but I didn't go out of my way to hear it again, so that's all I can really say. They did good here at number 38 with their pick for Hunger. Very good, Billboard, very good. I see you. This should have easily been in the top 10, but I guess that I'll let it slide considering it actually made the list. This is fantastic. It talks about Florence Welch and her struggles, her eating disorder, and just ending up relating that to a lot of other things. It's a very smooth song, but also still very fun and flamboyant. A lot of youth and energy to the spirit of the song as well. The 36 pick, Haley Kiyoko, Curious. I reviewed the album. You probably know my feelings on that. If you don't, I thought that it was very hit and miss. I thought it was trying a little bit too hard in places. I didn't think that there was a ton of passion behind it overall, but Curious was one of the better songs here. I also liked the track with Kolani. That was a good one. But overall, I can't say that I was really curious about re-exploring the LP. I reviewed it, I saved a few tracks, and we're moving on. Of course, Chunli by Nicki Minaj. I only heard this one twice. Didn't really care too much. I'm definitely not a Nicki Minaj fan by any stretch of that phrase. You guys probably know that. But Chunli was maybe better than some of her stuff that I've heard in recent times. I did not like the Ariana Grande collab. They are really overdoing it at this point, and they're talking about maybe doing a collab album. I mean, it's just a lot of mediocrity. I'm not sure how much I can handle. Down at 33, okay, Parquet Courts, Wide Awake. Now, that is a great nod right there. I did not review that album, but like I've always said, I don't always review everything that I hear, and I intentionally do that as I've backed off of trying to cover everything. It's just too much sometimes, and sometimes I just want to listen to a song or two from a band on their new album. Sometimes I don't even feel like hearing the whole thing, and I'm trying to make myself a little bit happier in that regard by not trying to force myself to listen to everything, but this is one of those albums that I had to make an exception for because I really liked the tracks that I heard, and Wide Awake was one of those, a very unique song, and I think that overall that album just had something to it, a lot of character, a lot of individuality between its songs, and Wide Awake stands out in a huge way. Probably one of my favorite songs, and I definitely don't disagree with that being on this list. King's Dead at 32, I didn't find that to be very impressive. It was just kind of a boring collaboration. I think that Kendrick is getting a little bit overexposed at this point, and I didn't really care about the Black Panther soundtrack. I know, blasphemy, but there were better songs on there. All the Stars with SZA. Come on, beautiful track. Another Khalid collab. Say that 5 times fast. Khalid collab. Khalid collab. Khalid collab. Khalid collab. Khalid collab. There, I did it. Somebody give me a fucking cookie. Oh wow, the description of this literally says Collab King Khalid. That's even worse. Collab King Khalid. 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 Fuck. I see the memes got to it. Pasi Mine. I read up on this song because I was like, why is this artist charting? I don't know this artist, and what do you know? The meme got him on a best of the year list so far. I heard it. It's very short. It's brief, and it leaves really nothing with me. So, no. Once again, not one of the best songs of the year, Billboard, but I get it. You gotta give it to the people who are on the charts, right? Okay. I actually just heard this song for the first time a few days ago. Christine and the Queen's Girlfriend. This was an interesting one for me. I haven't heard the full album yet, but I've been hearing a lot of chatter about it, and Girlfriend was pretty good. It kind of piqued my interest. No way, Cardi B's Be Careful is one of the best songs of the year. Let's keep scrolling before I go on another Cardi B rant about how mediocre she is. New Light by John Mayer, definitely deserving of a position. I think this is a really solid and entertaining track, one that had a very funny, low-budget, intentionally low-budget music video. It's different. People were hating on it, giving it a lot of flack for being, I don't know, maybe a little bit 80s sounding, but I think that Mayer needed a little bit of reinvigoration, so this could be that for him. Next up, 26. Oh my god, no. No. This song sucks so hard. Oh my god. Friends by Marshmello and Anne Marie. This song is so bad. How does anybody like this song? It's literally just pressing buzzwords, trying to make it appeal to like Generation Z and millennials by saying like, oh no, not the friend zone. It's the friend zone, the song. Oh great. Can't wait to play that at the club and hear it every time I go out until fucking 2022. Ooh. I honestly, I just don't ever find giving Azalea Banks any exposure very flattering for any publication, so you're better than this, Billboard. Maybe you're not, but you still are. Hey, there we go. At number 20, James Bay, Pink Lemonade. Literally the only really great song on his new album. I was so hyped for Electric Light because I was like, if this sounds like Pink Lemonade, this is gonna be a fucking smash. He's totally throwing away the image from the first album. And instead, he went for this weird, gospel-tinged, mixed with singer-songwriter blues and just randomness. And it was a mess, man. But Pink Lemonade, absolutely one of the best songs. This thing is summery sweetness at its best. It's a summer song. It's a fun song. It's got a lot of vivacious guitars on it, man. Go hear this if you haven't. Go re-listen to it if you have. Of course, Camila Cabello is slipping onto the list at Never Be the Same at number 19. One of my least favorites, if I'm being quite honest, on the new album. There were so many good ones. Real Friends. I mean, I even liked Havana. And even this one, having a little bit of it's a tough pill to swallow because there's just such better songs. I mean, I gave her new album, her debut album, her solo release, a 4 out of 5. So I really genuinely loved a lot of the songs from Real Friends to Havana to In the Dark. So many good moments. But Never Be the Same just is this weird vocal thing. It's like nicotine, morphine, and it's nails on the chalkboard, stomp. Mr. Charlie Puth on the list with Kolani. I talked about a Kolani feature earlier being good, and she's back again with Done For Me with Charlie Puth, which is definitely a cool song. I like the back and forth between lovers and a little lover's quarrel, it seems like, on this one about what have you actually done for me in this relationship. So, nice to see a two-sided conversation there over a fun pop melody. Good song. Hey, 2 vibey songs in a row. Kali Uchis featuring Tyler the Creator and Bootsy Collins on After the Storm. Now that's a good pick. That is a great pick. Of course, it's 2018, so I have to talk about Migos, right? I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Even though this was one of the better songs on Culture 2, my god, that album, man, I didn't review it, but I listened to it all the way through once, and that was just torture. Oh, God's Plan, what do you know? God's Plan, no way. You're telling me that the #1 song on Billboard for like forever was one of the best songs on Billboard's list of best songs of the year? No way. Boot Up makes the cut. There's been several remixes of that as of late, and I've actually only heard a preview of this song, so I'm feeling a little out of the loop. I haven't heard a good handful of these songs at this point, and this one, honestly, I can't really say one way or the other, so I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen and keep scrolling to Finesse by Bruno Mars and Cardi B. That's the remix of his track from 24 Karat Magic called Finesse. I thought that the Cardi B remix was pretty fun. A little bit of like 90s R&B flavor to it, a little bit of Run DMC almost in there. The way that the drums are hitting me sound like the 80s. I think that Cardi B gives probably the most enjoyable performance or feature, I guess I should say, that I've heard from her so far. I normally don't like her rapping style, but here it actually blends with the music. So maybe a song like Finesse, a little bit of a throwback, is what she needs instead of these trap heavy beats that are trying way too hard. I'm happy to see Casey Musgraves here at number 11. That's high horse, but honestly, I don't think this is one of the best songs here. There are much better choices from this record. I mean, I literally gave this album almost a perfect score. I love most of the songs here, but I think this and I don't know, maybe Velvet Elvis, those were the two that I didn't really like as much. I still like this song, but when you've got an album that features even these single butterflies, Oh What a World, the opening track Slow Burn, they don't even they're not in the same playing field as a song like High Horse. Another song that I actually haven't heard yet. I don't know how. This is a Dua Lipa track with Calvin Harris. I would play it right now, but I've been getting in a lot of copyright trouble because copyright holders don't know what fair use is, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna have to say, I haven't heard this. I'm sorry. I'll change that soon. I like Dua Lipa. We're into the top 10 now, so let's see what they've got at number 9. Okay, I am glad that I played this song. I looked it up like 2 days ago. 1950 by King Princess. The whole idea of this song seems to be like, hey, let's go back to 1950. It's like sarcastic, ironic, because like, you know, the culture was very kind of demeaning towards women and stuff back then. It gets a little preachy for me personally. I thought it was okay. Ooh, yes, Make Me Feel by Janelle Monáe. Yes, I like this song very, very much. A flamboyant, fiery song with a lot of passion to it. Just very catchy. I like the synthesizers and just the warped feeling that they have in the intro. And then it just moves into, that's just the way you make me feel. Just very fun, very tangible in a way. I can just easily dive into a song like this, and it's a perfect choice for this list, yes. Zed, Maren Morris, and Gray got the middle at number 7. This is another one of those songs, man. A DJ didn't even really write the song. Somebody else wrote it. Zed gets it, gets the people on it. He had a couple of people that went through some iterations and changes, and then he landed on Maren Morris as being like the main voice. And it's just like something made for the radio. It's literally built for the radio. I would never listen to it outside of that. I don't hate it, but I would never listen to it outside of that. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? Hey, showing some love for Troye Sivan, My, at number 6. See, in the past, I didn't really get on the Troye Sivan hype train, and not that I'm totally there yet, but I think that this is definitely an improvement over Blue Neighborhood. I really liked Bloom, and I really liked My. Oh, I shouted out this song earlier, All the Stars. Look at that, I already talked about it. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone, and that's it. We can move on to number 4, right? Here we go. Childish Gambino, This Is America, of course. This is definitely one of the best songs of the year. This Is America is a fantastic look into racial profiling, racial tensions, the current state of our country, and just relations between people in general. Just how people are just throwing stones at both sides, back and forth, arguing. And the music video is something that I almost feel like you need to watch when you're listening to this song, because otherwise it doesn't hit me as hard. And that sucks because I even unsaved the song on Spotify because I literally don't care as much unless I'm actually watching the video. So that's the only drawback here. Top 3 time, here we go. What will Billboard do? Will they shock and surprise? I kinda doubt it. Number 3, Ariana Grande, No Tears Left to Cry. Okay, 110% agree. This is an amazing pop song. Something very different, very like R&B influenced, but different for Ariana at the same time. Just a total vibe going on in the first part, and that transition is flawless. Just the way that it moves into the picking it up. Number 2, here we go. Oh, Drake, Nice for What? You know what? It was one of the best songs on the new album Scorpion, but other than that, definitely not number 2 material. I might have put it at the very top of the list, like in the 40s or maybe right at 50 or something like that. But at number 2, of course you did, Billboard. Of course you did. It's Drake. Of course you did. You didn't put him at number 1 because you didn't want to be like, oh, you know, we're showing favoritism towards our number 1 artist that, you know, keeps him on the charts. He's all over the place. People are always talking about all this Billboard hits. No, you put him at number 2. You snuck him in there so it wouldn't look as bad. So let's see who's actually at number 1. And that goes to, oh, dear fucking Lord. Are you kidding me? Fuck this song. I Like It by Cardi B featuring Bad Bunny and J Balvin. J Balvin crossing over, trying to take over America as well. Please stop. Please stop. No. Are you fucking kidding me? In what world is this number one on anything? Fuck this. Nope. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. 2 lists in a row that have really fucked up, really screwed the pooch on number one. I Like It by Cardi B at the number one spot. You gotta be on drugs, cause that ain't true. Not in any world, not in any list, I don't care. I don't care, it's your list? It's wrong. Sorry. This was my reaction to Billboard's top 50 songs of 2018 so far. Keep in mind that this is all just my opinion, my commentary on the tracks and that sort of thing, so let me know what you think about any of the songs or the list in general in the comments section. There will be in the description the full list along with my social media, everything like that. Please drop a like on the video while you're here, subscribe and turn on notifications, and if you haven't turned on those notifications and you're already subscribed, do so you don't miss out on future uploads. And yeah, other than that, you can donate on Patreon if you'd like to help me keep making videos on a monthly basis on both of my channels. The direct link for my Patreon is right over here in this handy dandy convenient annotation. If you want to see my reaction to the Rolling Stone list, then tap right over here, or you can tap here for another recent review that I did. All of my social media accounts, including my Twitch, can be found in the description down below, and other than that, I'll see you soon for more right here on Beyond ARTV.